My name is Sam Kuntz. Today I will be doing the poem The Hollow Men by T.S. Elliott. T.S. Elliott was born September 26, 1888, and he died January 4th, 1965. During his life he was a very well-known person for writing poems, plays, publishing, and was an evangelist preacher. Some of his better-known poems are The Wasteland and Ash Wednesday. He also wrote the play Murder in the Cathedral. Now, I have always been told that The Hollow Men was wrote that way people could associate and understand the trauma and the mindset of men coming back from the Great War. However, upon doing research for this paper, I saw that another theory is that it was highly influenced by Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, published in 1902, which was about King Leopold of Belgium's exploitation of the Free Congo state and the genocide there, and just the horrible trauma those people endured. However, based on the stanza, those who have crossed with direct eyes to death's other kingdom, and multiple others, I truly believe that it has much more to do with PTSD, and that he was trying to relate to the poor soldiers coming back that had lived through that horrible trauma of the Great War. This poem was also wrote in 1925, which was 7 years after the end of the Great War, which would thus also show how many men were having trouble reintegrating and adjusting to common society, which is further evidence to why I believe that it was wrote for the combat soldiers, or pretty much anyone who has experienced horrible trauma and just doesn't fit into society anymore. So, without further ado, here is The Hollow Men by T.S. Elliott. We are the hollow men. We are the stuffed men, leaning together, headpiece filled with straw, alas, our dried voices when we whisper together, are quiet and meaningless as wind in dry grass, or as rats' feet over broken glass in our dry cellar. Shape without form, shade without color, paralyzed force, gesture without motion. Those who have crossed with direct eyes to death's other kingdom, remember us, if at all, not as lost, violent souls, but only as the hollow men, the stuffed men. Eyes I dare not meet in dreams, in death's dream kingdom, these do not appear. There the eyes are, sunlight on a broken column. There is a tree swinging, and voices are in the wind singing, more distant and more solemn than a fading star. Let me be no nearer in death's dream kingdom. Let me also wear such deliberate disguises, rat's coat, crow skin, cross staves in a field, behaving as the wind behaves. No nearer, not that final meeting in the twilight kingdom. This is the dead land. This is cactus land. Here the stone images are raised. Here they receive the supplication of a dead man's hand, under the twinkle of a fading star. Is it like this in death's other kingdom, walking alone at the hour when we are trembling with tenderness, lips that would kiss, from prayers to broken stone? The eyes are not here. There are no eyes here, in this valley of dying stars, in this hollow valley, this broken jaw of our lost kingdoms. In this last of meeting places, we grope together and avoid speech, gathered on this beach of the tumid river, sightless unless the eyes reappear, as the perpetual star multifoliate rose of death's twilight kingdom, the hope only of empty men. Here we go round the prickly pear, the prickly pear, the prickly pear. Here we go round the prickly pear. At 5 o'clock in the morning. Between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, falls the shadow. For thine is the kingdom. Between the conception and the creation, between the emotion and the response, falls the shadow. Life is very long. Between the desire and the spasm, between the potency and the existence, between the essence and the descent, falls the shadow. Life, for thine is the kingdom. For thine is, life is. For thine is the, this is the way the world ends, this is the way the world ends, this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. Thank you for watching my presentation of the Hollow Men.